Lesson. Today we're taking a look at the F chord. For many people, this is your first really challenging chord as a beginner, and it certainly gave me lots of headaches to start with. So I want to help you out and hopefully learn to master the F chord a bit quicker. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a 4-step process for getting your F chord. The F chord, that's it in its entirety. But we're going to break it down a little bit. So I'm going to zoom the cam in and we're going to have a closer look at this F chord. So here's what the F chord will look like when you're playing it from first person perspective. Now, we're going to break this down into 4 parts, as I said. So here's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to set up an F major 7 chord, which looks very similar to an F, but it doesn't involve the bar, which is the trickiest part of the F chord. So, one step at a time. First finger is on the B string, 1st fret. Second finger is on the G string, 2nd fret. And third finger is on the D string, 3rd fret. And underneath that we get an open skinny E string. So if we play there from the D string, there is our F major 7. Most people have no hassles with that. It's a nice simple little shape. That's your first step. Once you've got that, you move on to the second part. That is looking at the bar by itself. So the bar involved in the F chord is playing the 1st fret on the B string and the 1st fret on the E string, both at the same time with your first finger, and that involves flattening out this finger. So what we need to do is if I can get my hand in frame there, I'm looking this upside down. There we go. That's what you want. You want to get this little locked. You're going to bend this knuckle, but you need to straighten this one and lock it in. Now this may feel really weird and you might go, oh, I don't need to do that to start with, but that's what you've got to get going on to do this F chord. So it feels pretty weird to start with. So you need to get that there. It's a little hard to see from that angle, that's why I kind of move my hand around. So there's that little locking position, and you just want to get those two to ring out together. That's the next part. That isn't too hard by itself. Here's where most of the challenge will be spent, in the 3rd part. This is what I call almost F. We're going to add our 2nd finger here on the G string, 2nd fret, and we're going to play those 3. And there's a little thing I'll mention as well, which is to make sure that you always pick individual notes in a chord as well as just strumming it, because if you just strum it, you don't know what you're missing sometimes because there's multiple notes in there. So always pick through and work out where the problems are. So that you'll find that this finger will want to lift off when you bring this finger over. You've got to try and keep it where it is. You notice I've got quite a bit of angle on my finger there. It's not completely straight. That is quite challenging to do that. So the natural thing is for your hand to swing around a little bit and come over here. And the other part of the challenge is that this 2nd finger doesn't mute these strings below. You've got to lift it up, but not lift this so far. That's where the big challenge is. So that can take a while to get. Once you get that, you can then add in your 3rd finger to get the full F chord. So you're going to get 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 1st, 1st. There is your F chord. Now there is one other option with your F as well, which is a full bar chord, which is this. And what we're doing there is adding in 2 extra notes over here on the 1st fret and the 3rd fret. So 1st fret fat E, 3rd fret on the A string, and then we're going to shuffle around our fingers a little bit from there. So if we take the old F here, move your 3rd finger up, 4th finger down where the 3rd finger was, and bar the 1st finger. That was a little buzzy. That's what you don't want. So most people find that, a little more tense on the hand to get to start with. Some people find it easier than the small F though, so you might just want to experiment with that one as well. That's why I've put it on there. So there you go, there's some help for your F chord. 4 steps, put them into action and they will help you out a lot. The F major 7, just the bar, the almost F, and the full F, and as well as that the option of the full barred F as well. Put those into action and they will get you there eventually for your F chord. It certainly is a challenging one as a beginner, but once you've got that chord, it certainly opens up a lot of doors for you.